Man, it has been such a long time, but we're back. Don't worry, I'm sorry. It's been like 2 weeks since the last video, but we're back with donuts. They're not for you though. They're not for us either.
No.
If I told you, you wouldn't have come. So we're here at Ford again. The awesome ladies and gentlemen at Ford are letting us borrow kind of a dream truck, kind of not. Gen 3 Raptor, baby. Gen 3 Raptor. So the new Raptor. First things first, I think we gotta do that, which it's kind of quiet, but we got the little special button right here where we can put it in Baja Road, which is for off-road use only, but this looks pretty off-road to me. Let's go, baby. So I've heard that this thing kind of sounds like a GTR, which it's a truck, so I don't really know about that. Let's dude, the downshifts too, bro. Can we get another one?
Dude, that little crack pop, man.
This is a truck. It should not sound like this. That is insane. We only have a limited amount of time with this thing because it's actually being sold. If you're the future owner, I'm a little jealous. It's really not slow either. So, some specs, 450 horsepower, 510 pound-foot of torque, the same as the previous gen. The exhaust though, the trombone, let me tell you, Ford, you must have gone to the orchestra for that because it's good. It's really good. All right, Price, hit us with it. Come on, let's see. Okay. Woo! God dang. All right, yep. So this is the big test. I drove the TRX a couple months ago. Now we're in the Raptor. We have to decide which one we think is better. The reason this truck is here is because somebody traded it for a TRX. I might have different opinions though. Now you'll notice this truck is 2021. It's used, got like 14,000 miles, $89,000. So just slightly out of the Covert Garage price range, unfortunately. But are you ready to drive this?
Do it.
Are you ready? Dude, I am so pumped. In case you're wondering, in sport mode, it is not fuel efficient. So we're driving very cautious. Oh wait, no we're not, never mind. I am extraordinarily impressed by this vehicle, I do gotta say. Something I have noticed, the transmission, while good, it does seem sometimes a little jerky.
Yes.
Didn't you notice that?
Yeah, when I was trying to downshift during that, I was going and it was so much a delay. I was like right in 5,000 RPM. I couldn't, I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, so it's a lot more responsive in like the lower gears, I've noticed, like 1, 2, 3, 4, when downshifting and all that, than it is in the higher gears. And it just seems kind of jerky sometimes. Now, there's a lot more to the truck than just, the sound and having a fuel level low, which is, anyway, Ford, we'll fill it up, don't worry. We're gonna get to that though. The sound is it's weird how V6 sounds like this, but we're gonna get to how the outside looks, because I think it's by far one of the best looking trucks on the road. Just look at it. Right? Don't you want to just like drive it? Now, apart from the performance, which you already kind of experienced a little bit, one of the most important things about a truck is how it looks. What's the road presence like? Now, since the Gen 1, the Raptor has always been that out there, beefy, just strong looking truck. Gen 3 definitely fits the character. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw the Gen 3 coming out. I thought the Gen 2 was by far and away the best looking truck ever made and that nothing would top it, and the Gen 3 just wasn't the Gen 2. However, now I think the Gen 3 looks better.
Oh, way better.
The road presence of this, I personally think it's cooler than the TRX. I really do.
I do too. I mean, when I see that coming down the road, whew, man, you know it's a Gen 3, and to be honest, you're like, man, I don't want to mess with that thing.
Now this truck does not have the 37-inch tire option, so we are on 35s. With the 37 option, you get like blue suede interior, some blue stitching, you get a few other small details, chief of which 37s, but we are here with 35s. We do have aftermarket rims, which, is it a tasteful upgrade?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a downgrade if I'm gonna post my opinion out there.
Yeah, I mean, this did have the $2,000 optional rims on it, which it doesn't anymore. Either way, it does look really sick. Of course, this is in lead foot gray, which is probably one of the sickest colors you can get a Raptor in. It does have the graphics pack. It's got a whole bunch of cool features on it. The interior is so sweet. We're gonna hop in there in just a second. Suspension-wise, this is probably, it's right below the Lightning. The Lightning was the best riding truck I've ever been in. It's kind of in a league of its own though. This, for, you know, your usual trucks with internal combustion, by far and away the best. And that is in no small part because of the 5-link rear suspension with the Fox 3.0 live valve shocks, which are so sweet. They're adjustable, they ride really well. It's also got the coils in the back instead of a leaf spring, like your normal truck. Which means this thing rides like an absolute cloud on the road. It is, I mean, you got to expect, there is a lot of body roll. It's still, you know, what is it, 5,700 pounds, 5,800 pounds. It's still a pretty heavy truck, lighter than my truck still, but it is a big truck. You're gonna get some body roll, to be expected. As far as engine and power goes, we've pretty much already talked about it. It's pretty much the same engine as the Gen 2 Raptor, 450 horsepower, 510 pound-foot of torque, but you get the torque a little bit lower down in the range, but same power numbers. The Raptor R, obviously a different story, but it's not here yet. So the interior on the Raptor, they did a really, really nice job. We have the really big screen in the middle. Everything kind of just fits though. It works. Yeah. Since this doesn't have the 37 package, it just has the regular Raptor seats, which are, I mean, they're very comfortable, very ergonomic. I really like them. I wouldn't mind having them in my truck. I definitely wouldn't mind living with them every day. The most important thing about this interior, by far, do you know what it is?
I do not. Toggle switches.
Toggle switches! Woo!
Why are you the way that you are?
We have the speakers in the seats, which is incredible. The Lightning didn't have that option when we test drove it, so I didn't get to experience it.
I haven't noticed anything though coming out.
So when you turn on like the surround sound is when I notice it. Okay. So there's a surround sound option in here. You can turn it on, and I kind of hear it a little bit. They're not very loud, or else it would just get annoying. It would get annoying. True. This truck does have paddle shifters, as I'm sure you know. They are super nice. They feel amazing, and unlike many Ford vehicles I've driven, the paddle shifters actually work. Yes, that is Snapchat girl again, dude. It's just blowing me up, man.
Man, leave you alone.
If you saw my last TikTok, you'll know. There's a link down in the description below. Anyway, the paddle shifters are super nice, very responsive, especially in the lower gears. It is awesome. Now the build quality on this truck, we gotta talk about it. Go ahead, hit the button. Okay, hit it down, hit it down. Yeah, it sounds like you've got about 25 more uses of that, honestly. Yeah, it's a really cool feature, but it really sounds like it's
going out. Like,
honestly.
What if you put it down, the motor goes out? How do you put it in drive?
Put it in reverse, Terry! With all jokes aside, I do really like this. I am curious about the longevity though, because honestly, the motor, anyway. I like this interior a lot more than I do the TRX. One big thing is the buttons. There's buttons down here for like heated seats, cooled seats. There's buttons. Don't get rid of buttons. Overall though, at the end of the day, this is your F-150 interior with just some Raptor touches. It's very nice. It feels, for the most part, very well put together. It's a nice place to be. I would want to sit in it every day. And if they would even trade me for my 2011, I would. But I asked. They won't. Let's get on the road some more. We're gonna go pick somebody up, see what the opposite sex thinks about the Raptor. Again, very scientific testing, like we did with the Lightning. What do you think? What do you think?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Welcome to the Raptor. Welcome to the Raptor. We're happy to have you. It's very slow, don't worry.
Very slow, my butt.
Don't tell her. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right. There's some miles an hour. So it's not as fast as the TRX, but
that was fun.
Still quick. And turbos. Woo! And the pop too. Ah, yep. I'm in love with this truck. Ford, feel free to send me one, please, please. Let the turbos spool. Very much not slow. Also very much not a TRX though. But I think I'd take it over one, not gonna lie. The final acceleration for America. Yes, sir. It's so much faster than my truck. It's not even funny. Woo. Ford, you did a bang-up job. Keelan, what do you think? Did Ford do a bang-up job?
10 out of 10 would recommend.
That's what I'm talking about. You made a great co-pilot. Well, that's pretty much gonna do it. Unfortunately, we have used all of the 30 miles that we got for today since somebody's buying this car, so we gotta be respectful of them. But after only the 30 miles, we've used probably more of the gas than we should have, and this truck is really incredible. Before this, the top of the list for like my favorite vehicles of the year, the Bronco, the just driving experience was like way up there. TRX was really close behind. I would take a Raptor over a TRX. The engine sounds so much better than I thought it would. Of course, it's not a V8, but it still sounds like a GTR. So at the end of the day, Ford did an absolute bang-up job with the Raptor. I am super, super impressed. I didn't know how much I'd like it. Honestly, this is the first time ever driving any Raptor on the road. Always wanted to. It's been the dream truck. I've driven it. Huge, huge shout out to Triple Crown Ford again for letting me borrow yet another one of their vehicles. We did the Lightning not too long ago. We did the Bronco. We did the Mach-E. They've really been hooking us up. I can't thank you guys enough. The Raptor, God, it's so sick. I'm not surprised y'all are selling it. One day, someday we'll have one. Obviously, it's not gonna be today, but if you wanna stick around to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go give it a big ol' thumbs up. And until the next one, y'all keep it classy when you're out there changing the world, and I'll catch y'all really soon. Snapchat girl, hold on. If you're wondering how we get those rolling shots, because I hang out the back of that 4Runner, which has a window that slides down with a gimbal. We passed a sheriff. He didn't say anything though, so.
The faces you make.
Perfecto.